Our beloved Mrs. Daphne Eliza King, affectionately known as Ma King, Miss Daphne or Sister King of 26 Cemetery Road, Labrie, passed away at St. Jude Hospital on Saturday, October 25, 2014 at 8:43 p.m. She was 81 years old. Left to mourn are her children, Ingrid Bullard, residing in Nassau, Bahamas; Gail Leakatali, residing in Orlando, Florida; Cecil King, residing in the United States of America; Sayana Rambali of Bexar, Managing Director of Rambali's Funeral Parlor; Bridget Pearl Algon, residing in Brampton, Ontario, Canada; Betty Mondesi, residing in Scarborough, Ontario, Canada; John King, residing in Brooklyn, New York; Bobby King, residing in Beausejour, Gros-Islet; Leonora Scantlebury of Bakache, Castries, an employee of West Indies Shipping Limited, Cul-de-Sac; David King, residing in Brampton, Ontario, Canada, formerly of HTS Radio 100; Ted King of Labrie, Corporal 130 of the Royal St. Lucia Police Force. Her grandchildren: Brad King of Bonte, Gros-Islet; Baiko King of Bonte, Gros-Islet; Benny King of Bonte, Gros-Islet; Tonya King of Bonte, Gros-Islet; Shazia Francis of Black Bay Viewfort, employee of CDSL; Toy Lawrence of Labrie, residing at Mont Beausejour Viewfort, reservations manager of Windjammer Landing, Villa Beach Resort; Deva Bullard, residing in Nassau, Bahamas; Jermaine Todd, residing in Missouri, USA; Desiree Todd, residing in North York, Ontario, Canada; Stephanie and Sean King of New Jersey, USA; Josie King of Labrie; Cynthia Rambali of Castries, manager of Rambali's Blocks; Sanya Rambali, residing in Mississauga, Ontario, Canada; Shabby King of Labrie, residing in Cicero; Shabby Stephen, residing in Brampton, Ontario, Canada; Ozzy King of PI, physics teacher at the Viewfort Comprehensive Secondary School, Campus B; Keisha King of PI, teacher at the Camille Henry Memorial School; Melanie, Nikolai, Toyan, Mervyn and Diaz King of PI; Tariq and Shadi King of New York, USA; Hassan Awiste of Viewfort; Lavan and Leanne Scantlebury of Bakache, Castries; Zarek and Zanik King of Brampton, Ontario, Canada. Great-grandchildren including Travis Lay of Viewfort, residing at Castries, student at St. Mary's College; Daniel Lay of Viewfort, residing at Castries, student at the Tapia Private School; Sane Todd of Missouri, USA; Deleek Mullins, Deja Tracy Stewart, and Sheldon Tracy Stewart, all of North York, Ontario, Canada; Caleb Rambali and Maya Rambali of Castries, students of the Tapia Private School; Ajia Rambali of Mississauga, Ontario, Canada; Deshaun Stevens of Brampton, Ontario, Canada; Greenlee King of PI; Dante King of PI; Ocean King of PI; sons-in-law Dr. David Bullard II of Nassau, the Bahamas; Denbar Leakatali, residing in Orlando, Florida; Rudal Rambali of Bexar, managing director of Rambali's Funeral Parlor; Ethnies Algon, residing in Brampton, Ontario, Canada; Malcolm Mondesi, residing in Scarborough, Ontario, Canada; Francis Ivan Scantlebury of Castries, General Manager of Caribbean Dispatch Services Limited; daughters-in-law Dolores King, residing in Bonte; Lilia Simon of PI; Deirdre King, residing in Beausejour, Gros-Islet; Patricia King of Brampton, Ontario, Canada; her sisters: Patricia Price, residing in California, the United States; Monica Scotland of Dominica; Celine Antoine of Daba, Saltibus; Clemencia St. Helen of Daba, Saltibus; Flora St. Helen of Daba, Saltibus; her brother McKenny St. Helen, residing in the United States; brothers-in-law Cyrus Chico of Daba, Saltibus; Aloysius Antoine of Daba, Saltibus; sister-in-law Elaine Popo, residing in Redwi; her caregivers Janice Antoine of Daba, Saltibus; Asha St. Mary of Labrie; Joyce Antoine of Daba, Saltibus; numerous other relatives and friends including Cousin Albertina St. Helen and family of Jua Saltibus. Cousin Marie Victory St. Helen and family of Deriso. Cousin Marie Louise Pierre of Hilltop Denry. The St. Helen family of Saltibus, Labrie and Castries. Patsy Eaton residing in London, England. B.D. St. Helen of Labrie. Sebastian St. Helen residing in New York. The Monroe family of Saltibus and Castries. Leona Stanislas and family of Bocage. The Antoine family of Saltibus, Labrie and Castries. Special friends and members of her Labrie Bible Study Prayer Meeting Group. Sister Veve and family of Labrie. Sister Julia and family of Saltibus. Brother Cain Wilfred and family of Labrie. Brother Chris Isaac and family of Black Bay. Zepherinus Henry, also known as Brother Capri, and family of Cedar Heights. Keith, Chanel, Chauvin, Bradley Joseph, Brandon, Shannon, Merle, Stephen, Queen St. Amy, and all others who attended the Bible study. Her special friends, Malcolm Scholar of Castries, Pastor Peter Samuel of Castries, Kennedy and Uma Francis of Black Bay, her church family of the Berean Baptist Church in Vieux-Fort, members of the Labrie Evangelical Church in Labrie, other friends, the Glasgow family of Labrie and Castries, the Cotter family of Labrie, the George family of Black Bay, Ketra, also known as Keket, the rest of the St. Marie family of Labrie, Auguste and Marjorie Joyeux and family of Labrie, Glenda Antoine and family of Labrie, Yvonne Barthélemy of Labrie, Mr. and Mrs. Mason Polion of St. Martin. The funeral service of our beloved Mrs. Daphne Eliza King, affectionately known as Ma King, Miss Daphne or Sister King, will be held at the Auger Evangelical Church on Saturday, November 1st, 2014 at 2 p.m. Then the body will be laid to rest at the Latony Cemetery. The body will be exposed for viewing at the church from 1 p.m. The body now lies at Rambali's Funeral Parlor, Latony, Vieux-Fort. Transportation will be available near the Saltibus Roman Catholic Church, departing at 12:15 p.m., and near the Labrie Market Square, departing at 12:30 p.m.